Hey guy, and welcome back to the Drew Gooden Show. Unfortunately, he could not make it today, so I, Dollar Store Drew, will be filling in for him. On a completely unrelated note, I did not think I sounded like him, at least not to the point where people would be commenting on it. I should probably work on that. I don't want to be known as Diet Drew. Great value, Brent. No. We're going to be watching a Goofy movie today. Not like the actual, the movie itself is Goofy. Just a picture of Goofy for like an hour and a half. No. We're checking out a movie so masterfully crafted, so inspired, so Disney Channel original series Lab Rats core.
I'm more powerful than he'll ever be.
Tell him how you used to send me all kinds of... That's gonna cost you!
Super Detention is an action comedy film that was made by Brainpower Studio, a team that almost exclusively puts out knockoff Hallmark Christmas movies, and whatever the fuck Quiggle is. Among their Christmas lineup is a movie called My Dad is Scrooge, which was coincidentally also in one of Drew's videos, and I learned that well after I wrote the intro for this video. What the fuck? They claim that Super Detention is like the X-Men meets the Breakfast Club. And while that is technically true, don't let it convince you into thinking that this film will be up to the same level of quality as those two. Well, maybe it's on par with that Wolverine Origins movie where they sewed Deadpool's mouth shut to stop him from quipping. That's what I wish they did to the characters in this movie. I'll sprinkle in some examples here and there. Don't you worry. So, who's responsible for this? That would be this guy, Keith Cooper. He wrote the whole movie, and I think he did something else. I'm not quite sure. It's slipping my mind right now. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. The movie starts off with the origins of all the main students who end up in the detention room at the end of the day. You've got Andrasta, a bit of an anarchist with the ability to control people like marionettes. Bit of irony there, but okay, that's fine. Can't bake a cake without invading a few people's free will. Deja Vu, the class president, can clone himself. I want you to take note of his mannerisms, okay? He got caught, so he started crying. Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind for a second, okay? Metabolism can eat stuff to get buff. He's Popeye, and also he's just kind of fucking weird.
I actually think he's got some sort of idea-stealing ability. You know, you gotta stop throwing yourself at me.
Then there's Klon, who's like the lone wolf edgy boy who can use energy projectiles. He's angry the entire movie. Finally, there's Liv, who gets to summon shadow demons from hell. That wasn't on my bingo card. Whose idea was it to canonicalize literal hell in this Sky High ripoff? Oh, yeah. Him. For the two people here who watched my Thor video, they do the exact same eye blackout effect on her. At the helm of this school is the principal, Mr. Hughes. Yeah. Him. The writer of this movie also plays the lead role, which to me is usually kind of a red flag. I'll sum up his performance because I don't want to judge any of the actors too harshly here. His facial expressions are pretty damn good, and his physicality isn't.
Okay.
The bad kids are caught being even worse in the detention room by Mr. Hughes, but not before Metabolism throws in a really rough line.
Oh, catfight! Oh, wait a minute, was that sexist? Oh, I'm sorry, I just started here. I don't know any of your abilities. Actually, kind of hope one of you turns into a giant cat now, just so I don't seem like that guy.
Let's check in on Deja. Is he still crying? Cool. That's the last time he does that in this movie. He goes from insecure and emotional to serious and leading in like a matter of minutes. I'm just gonna say it right now, the plot of this movie is sky high. There's an important event happening somewhere in the school, and our group of outlier super teens have to work together to save the day. The world's greatest hero, Kalis, has come to pass the torch on to a student in the school, someone who's worthy enough to take on such a responsibility. There's a crowd of kids cheering him on, but I just want to point out this teacher extra. She is doing the absolute most with her faces, and she's like this the entire movie. Phenomenal. Best character. Somebody get this woman an Oscar. Uh-oh, plot twist. Or not, because it's like fucking 20 minutes into the movie. Kalis isn't all that good. He just wants to keep all the power for himself, so instead of giving up his powers to someone, he just steals everyone else's. I feel like there should be more protocols to prevent this, but seeing how Mr. Hughes acts around Kalis, yeah, it makes complete sense. So, his plan is in motion, taking all the powers of the kids and teachers in the school, and the only ones who can stop him are the bad kids. And the principal. He's also there. Evil Lady, I'm sorry, I don't think she has a name, goes to take the kids to Kalis, but underestimates the fact that these kids are bad. I mean, it's really just Klon, honestly. He's still fucking angry. Also, the self-aware comedy just isn't that funny.
We never make the right choice.
Whoa! Action movie line guy.
Back-to-back clips here, sorry, but like this joke is so... Just look.
Eliminate the whole school.
Yeah, she just said that. Man, they should call you Deja Vu.
They do.
Oh.
Also, there's like a sixth kid in detention, and she's hardly in the movie, but she has like a really sizable role in the ending. We'll get to that later. Her power is that she's cursed to become a werewolf every so often. That's all you need to know about her. The kids try to take down the bad guys, and Principal Hughes tries to get in contact with the former principal. I guess? I kind of understand why, but at the same time, I'd be a little confused if the first thing the cashier at my hometown gas station did after being robbed was calling me. Like, I'm sorry. Call the cops. The kids' confrontation does not go well, because of course it didn't. We're like 40 minutes into the movie. Critical thinking skills, guys, come on. How's Hughes doing? Being self-aware?
Do I just stop? I feel like I should just stop. I'm not buying this.
Making sex jokes?
I always say, it's not about the size of the ability, it's how you use it. Huh? This guy gets it.
And being an underdog badass?
Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, yeah. I'm awesome. Thank you. Bye.
The red flags are waving. Our characters fight their way through encounters with Kalis's goons as Principal Cool Man figures out that his predecessor is a twist villain. Shocking. The man on a big screen with a deep voice in an office is evil. Crazy. What an overdone cliche. I'm telling you, we need a movie where that character is actually like a really nice and helpful person.
Hello there, main character. No, I'm not gonna tell you that you've lost or that I've taken over the world or anything. I just wanted to let you know that your doctor's appointment is at 2, so I already caught the bad guy. Also, there's a bottle of water and a banana next to the bomb I disarmed. Just making sure you're healthy and hydrated. Hey, why don't you take tomorrow off and get some rest? I think you've earned it, champ.
Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. These two lovebirds get locked up in a room as this goon rapidly taps on the door. This just looks so fucking funny to me, I don't know why. They realize they're in a food storage closet and manage to escape via the worst CGI hand I've ever seen. They all meet up and we transition into the next scene. I said we transition into the next scene. For the love of God, transition into the next scene. The kids also find out that Desk Man is bad, and Klon reads something in a file in the office that makes him even more of a lone wolf. Dude, he's like a fucking alpha lone wolf. Fucking hates women so much he avoids them like the plague. Kalis blackmails them into a confrontation and they fall into the trap. Hook, line, and sinker. But don't worry, Klon's back. He was gone for 3 minutes. Why did they play it off like it was some sort of twist moment? Even worse of a twist moment, we learned that Klon is a clone. Oh my god, I don't think I could write a more on-the-nose reveal, even if I fucking tried, dude. They fight, but it's not quite enough. It's all part of their master plan, though. Remember a few minutes ago when I said that Wolf Girl is important? Yeah, in this universe, whatever machine Kalis is using to take everyone's powers doesn't work on her because werewolf is classified as a curse. It's not enough to take him down completely, but it is enough to give Hughes the time to unlock the machine and revert all the power theft. I don't know why that would be programmed on the machine, but fucking go off, I guess. Kalis gives up, Deskman gets beat up by Deja's clones, and we get a shot of the gang breaking Klon out of detention to close it out. Wait a minute, what the fuck is happening? Are you setting up a sequel? Oh, buddy, I don't know about that one. And that right there is Super Detention. A movie that's trying so hard to be a bunch of other movies that it kinda just lacks in every other department. I don't really see the Breakfast Club comparison, other than the fact that it's like a bunch of kids in detention, but that's such a vague concept. It felt more like Lemonade Mouth meets Sky High to me, but, you know, to each their own. Let me know if you've seen this movie, and if you have any other bad movies you want me to goof on, tell me in the comments below. Anyways, I'm gonna go figure out what the fuck Quiggle actually is. So, basically, I'll see ya in 6 years. Adios.